welcome to Window Talks, where we sit by a window and talk about anything and everything. My name is Madeline, and I'll be the host for today's episode. The idea behind the title is to symbolize how conversations can be like looking through a window, offering a new perspective and deeper insights into a topic that might seem simple on the surface. In this episode, Beyond the Scoreboard, we'll be talking about physical fitness, specifically the one that we do at our school. Recently, I did a test on my physical fitness in school. We had to note down the scores we got. This got me thinking about subjects in school. Why do we study some of them, and why are some topics important? So I decided to invite these amazing people here to share their thoughts not only with me, but with all of you window talkers.
Hi, I am Vinca and I'm a painter, and I have something for you, Madeline. Here you go. And you should wear this with us throughout this podcast.
Thank you so much, Ms. Vinca.
Hello, I'm Chica and I'm a PE teacher.
Hello, my name is Trisha and I'm a math teacher.
And I am Ellen, I am Maddie's classmate and I am very interested in health education. So I'm also here to give my perspective on things.
Okay, before we start, let's just take a moment to admire the wonderful set design my crew and I have put together and the beautiful windows behind us. Ms. Vinca, as an artist, can you tell us a little bit about your views on the set design?
Of course, Maggie, I could, and I also agree with you. The windows behind us are very, very beautiful. It is just a decorative element, but it holds a deeper meaning that correlates with the podcast title we used, Window Talks. The two large windows in the background represent a space where new perspective could emerge. They also use these bold letters to spell out Window Talks, adding a playful and eye-catching element to our set that symbolizes the lively and dynamic nature of our discussion today. We also use the banner for today's episode name, Beyond the Scoreboard, which they are crafted from recycled cardboard. Is also a symbolic reminder that while scores are often seen as the ultimate measure of success in sports, they are just one part of the story. Additionally, they place medals and trophies as part of the set decoration. While they traditionally represent victory in this podcast, they could serve as symbols of the hard work, dedication, and also meaningful experience that athlete gains, and also regardless of the outcome. We also designed the mascot here we used to call Mike and Cleo. We use cheetah because they are great to represent speed, strength, and determination. Also qualities that resonate strongly with the spirit of sports. Aside from being superior physically, cheetahs also embody focus, strategic thinking, and adaptability, which are equally important in both sports and also life.
Of course, with how it turned out, the process wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. There were a few obstacles that we had to face. Would you like to take a guess at what some of them are, Ms. Vinca?
I think throughout this project, one of our biggest challenges was for the time management. For 12 graders like Ellen and also Maggie, with tight schedule, it was difficult to coordinate recording sessions, design the set, and also prepare decorations. Additionally, sourcing materials like the cardboard for the banner here and also organizing these accessories here, such as medals and trophies, required extra effort and time. It was just like how Rome wasn't built in a day, the design behind the podcast also isn't made in a day. The process behind this has been well thought out. It is, after all, art.
That is quite true and very wise, Ms. Vinca. Speaking of art, what exactly is it?
In my opinion, art is more than just a visual appeal. It is a form of expression that conveys emotions, ideas, and also stories. In our podcast, art is reflected in how we creatively design the set to communicate a deeper message. The windows here, the banner, the mascot, even the arrangement of medals and trophies are all artistic choices that help us tell a story while looking beyond the obvious and also finding the meaning in every detail.
That is such an interesting view of art. I guess it's true what many artists say about how art is not a thing, but art is a way people can express themselves. Seeing as our topic today is physical fitness, how about we talk about the subject that led us to this topic in the first place, physical education. What exactly is it, and why is it so important that all schools, including ours, include it as a core subject, Ms. Chica?
So physical education, or what is commonly known as PE, is a subject that teaches us about the importance of physical activity and leading us to a healthy lifestyle. It is important because it's not only about physical movements, but it can help students reduce their stress and be more focused during the classes. In my life as a teacher, I have noticed how many students spend long hours in front of a screen. We spend so much time sitting down and forget that our bodies need movement to stay healthy. Exercising helps improve our stamina so we won't get tired easily while we're doing our activities. But I know it's really hard to find time in between everything we do to do lengthy exercises. So having physical education in our curriculum gives students the chance to implement a healthy lifestyle. Recently, in our PE class, we've been studying physical fitness, which refers to the ability of the body to perform daily activities. Some of the exercises in this subject include running, which is a great way to improve cardiovascular health and build our stamina, skipping, which helps with coordination and working your legs and arms, sit-ups to strengthen your abdominal muscles and improve your posture, especially when you've been sitting for so long. And last but not least, back ups are great for strengthening your back, which helps reduce back pain that comes from sitting too much.
And not too long ago, we did our physical fitness test, correct?
Yeah.
Would you share a little bit with the rest of us on that test, Ms. Chica?
Yeah, so we did our test around November last year. We divided the test into 2 days. In the first meeting, the students had to run 400 meters by running back and forth 5 rounds, and they had to do it in 2 minutes and 33 seconds or less than once. In the second meeting, we did skipping, sit-ups, and also back ups. The goal for skipping was to do at least 36 skips to pass, and to get the highest score, you had to reach 50 skips. For sit-ups, we had to do a minimum of 20 to pass and 31 to get the best score. And for the back-ups, the minimum was 35 and the top score came with 45 reps. As a teacher, I easily notice students who don't usually exercise, such as Alan and also Maddie here. So these exercises were really tough for them. They felt really tired after only doing several reps of sit-ups and also back-ups. But as they kept going, I noticed they were getting better little by little.
I never realized that you noticed us, Ms. Chica.
Right.
But I do agree with you. I felt so exhausted after only doing those exercises for a while. But with more practice, I gradually started to get the hang of it. And here we have the scores for our PE test. We recently learned how to set this data in a data presentation-like way in math class. Now, what is math truly? What do you think, Ms. Trisha?
Math, at its core, is a subject that involves using the counting, calculation, or measurement of data to help understand and solve numerical problems, like numbers, shapes, and patterns. Using math to solve practical day-to-day problems has been done for a long time. People of ancient history even used math back then, such as its use in things like agriculture or commerce. Because of its very wide application, we can find math all around us in real life, like in engineering, natural science, medicine, and many more. The concepts and formulas we learn in math at school can help us in many ways every day.
I agree. Math can be found anywhere in our lives, even in exercising, like how we made this data presentation.
Exactly. Data presentation is a great way to organize information clearly and effectively, making it easier to understand and analyze. Data presentation itself is the process of organizing, summarizing, and displaying data visually in a clear way to communicate insights and findings to other people. It is usually divided into 4 steps. Data collection, data cleaning, which involves removing duplicates and removing errors in the data, data analysis, and then data visualization, using charts, tables, graphs, or dashboards. As an example, I have here a data presentation done by a couple of students on their PE test course. They first collected the data from the results in the PE test, cleaned it by separating it from the data of other students, analyzed it using descriptive statistics, which means they calculated the mean, median, mode, variance, and standard deviation from the data, and lastly, visualized it by turning the data into histograms and pie charts. As you can see here, these tables are the data that were used during the calculations, and these pie charts and histograms are the results of the data analysis. I also have here a frequency polygon, which is the line that connects the midpoints of the top of each bar to help visualize the data more smoothly. Making the data analysis is a process that requires us to be very careful. One of the challenges that is commonly faced while making a data presentation is trying to figure out how to best analyze and present the visualization neatly and simply, while still ensuring the accuracy and clarity of the data being presented, needing to ensure that the findings of your data are both informative and easy to interpret. It is normal to run quite a few double checks and revise the work multiple times to achieve this. Overcoming these obstacles require patience, attention to detail, and collaboration with your team. But in the end, the students who made this data presentation persevered and successfully made this presentation.
Thank you so much for breaking that down, Ms. Trisha. Data presentation really shows us how math connects to real-world applications, even in something like analyzing PE data. The physical fitness test done in school is tiring, but I am glad we got good scores at the end. Speaking of physical fitness, one of the key points in it is to strengthen your core muscles. But core muscles are more than just your abs. Isn't that right, Ellen?
Yes, certainly. As shown previously, backup is one of the main exercises to maintain and improve overall fitness. It is especially made to focus on the strength of the lower back area of the body, or what is often called the posterior area. A strong core is the foundation of movement. This statement is often echoed by fitness experts, yet many individuals misunderstand what core training truly is about. Have you ever felt your back aching after carrying your nearly 10-kilogram backpack?
Yes.
Although it is normal, we can prevent and reduce these types of discomforts with back strengthening exercises such as backups. While abdominal exercises like sit-ups and leg raises are commonly prioritized, focusing only on the anterior or front muscles of the body can lead to muscle imbalances, poor posture, and increased risk of injury. For this reason, incorporating backups and other back-concentrated exercises is crucial for building a well-rounded functional core to improve both daily movements and the athletic performance. This approach not only improves strength but also prevents potential health issues associated with muscle imbalances.
Oh, that sounds really serious. I never realized balancing your exercises could be that important. So, what do you think are some of the most obvious advantages of having a well-balanced core strength?
Yeah, it is quite serious actually. But first of all, balanced core strength is the key to preventing lower back pain. As someone who isn't very athletic, I used to think doing sit-ups alone would help me build my core strength. However, I started experiencing lower back pain after prolonged sitting or standing. Having a strong core does not only mean having visible ab muscles. People with visible abs might still have unbalanced core muscle strength and therefore struggle with simple movements such as carrying groceries and bending down. After doing some research, I realized that focusing only on my abs had weakened my lower back muscles, making them unable to support my body weight properly. Once I started adding backups and other lower back exercises, the pain significantly decreased, enabling me to do more intense activities. Doing backups regularly also improves our posture in the long run as well. Slouching while working or using a phone is a daily habit of many people like you and me. This can result in stiffness in the back and spine problems such as kyphosis. Many assume these problems are caused by a weak core, but surprisingly, planks and mountain climbers cannot do much to improve posture. I personally noticed a real change in my posture when I started including backups in my set of exercises. Strengthening my back really helped me to maintain an upright posture effortlessly, making long hours of sitting or standing much more comfortable. With unbalanced core strength, some might also get random strains in the lower back area, even when doing simple tasks like bending or lifting objects. Overworking the ab muscles while neglecting the back makes a person more prone to injury, and adding backups or similar exercises will also make the body more stable overall. Strengthening both sides of the core creates better support, reducing the chances of pulling a muscle to long-term injuries. And what I can conclude is balancing abdominal exercises with backups is essential for maintaining a strong and stable core. It helps prevent lower back pain, improves posture, and reduces the risk of injury. Neglecting the back can lead to muscle imbalances that affect daily movements and overall well-being. Therefore, it is highly recommended to incorporate backups and other posterior chain exercises into your workout routine.
Thank you so much for that insightful explanation, Ellen. It's clear that physical fitness goes far beyond just a couple of sit-ups. It's about building a balanced and functional body to support us in everyday life and prevent long-term issues. From understanding the importance of art and design to applying math and data analysis and learning how core strength impacts our health, this episode has truly shown us the interconnectedness of these subjects. Well, that's it for today's episode. Thank you all of you guys for watching Window Talks once and for all. Bye!
Bye.